Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
But I think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
At first glance, everything about Steven Twitch Boss's connection to Ellen DeGeneres looked normal, almost ideal. He wasn't just a DJ on her show, he became a constant presence, someone viewers associated with joy, energy, and loyalty. Over time, Twitch's role quietly expanded behind the scenes. He was no longer just dancing on stage or hyping the crowd. He had stepped into a producer-level position, earning trust that most on-air personalities never reach. That kind of access doesn't come easily in Hollywood. It's built over years of silence, cooperation, and knowing when not to ask questions. And Twitch fit that role perfectly. He was dependable, positive, and publicly grateful for the opportunity Ellen gave him. But people close to the industry will tell you that the higher you climb, the more weight you carry. Pressure doesn't always show up as anger or breakdowns. Sometimes it shows up as smiles that last a little too long. In the months leading up to his death, some fans noticed Twitch felt different, still supportive, still smiling, but quieter, more reserved. And when someone who's always been the emotional backbone of a show suddenly... Long before any allegations or headlines surfaced, Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs were publicly close. Not casually close, industry close. Diddy appeared on Ellen's show an astonishing number of times, far more than most celebrity guests. Each appearance came with laughter, inside jokes, and conversations that seemed playful on the surface, but oddly specific underneath. After Diddy's controversies began circulating, people revisited those interviews with fresh eyes. What once sounded harmless now felt loaded. Conversations about after-parties, hotel floors, and exclusive gatherings suddenly didn't feel like jokes anymore. Ellen's reactions stood out the most. Instead of curiosity or confusion, she often responded as if she already understood what he meant. In one moment, she appeared to catch herself, quickly backtracking with explanations tied to his music. That hesitation became fuel for speculation. Viewers began asking whether Ellen knew more about Diddy's private world than she ever admitted publicly. And if she did, who else around her knew too? That question mattered.
I invite you to all my parties, you just haven't seemed to show up to.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
This is where the story shifts from uncomfortable to unsettling. Rumors began circulating that Twitch may have witnessed things he wasn't supposed to see. Nothing confirmed, nothing proven, just whispers from people claiming he saw industry behavior that didn't sit right with him. Friends later hinted that Twitch was under immense pressure, describing conversations where his expressions alone said everything. He didn't speak openly, but his face did. According to those close to him, Twitch was struggling internally, torn between loyalty and discomfort. And when someone who has built their entire career on being agreeable starts feeling trapped, the stress compounds quickly. Hollywood isn't forgiving to people who suddenly develop a conscience. Twitch's final known movements only deepened the mystery. He checked into a modest motel just minutes away from his home, close enough to walk, yet far enough to be alone. According to reports, he was supposed to check out the next day. He never did. When his wife realized he hadn't returned home, concern quickly turned into panic. Calls went unanswered. That's when authorities were contacted. What followed raised immediate questions. The body was discovered by hotel staff, and within a short period, officials stated the death was self-inflicted. No public explanation for
or despised more, and then had calculated visions and circulations of systems that spun me up and out of the system that would in any way challenge the fact that she was not telling her own truth but another's. Why do you think she tried to put me in an institution, folks? I called my mother. Guess what? 2 people who wanted more than anything to have my truth buried. It was not my timing. I did not and could not ask God for what that would be. All I could do was stay on my truth, do what I was doing, and study this thing called love that we tried to bury. And now I am up and out of the ground. And unfortunately, those 2 women could not shut me down.
So we're finding out more information about the last moments of Stephen Twitch Boss's life. Page 6 is confirming that an autopsy has been conducted and the cause of death is in fact that he did take his life with a self-inflicted shot wound. So according to TMZ and their exclusive in speaking to people that work at the hotel where he took his life, they're saying that he checked in on Monday and was supposed to check out Tuesday. The maid ended up finding him in the bathroom of his hotel room. Witnesses confirmed that they did not hear any sort of. By now, you've probably seen a lot of heartfelt messages. As you know, Twitch had a long history and was an executive producer of the Ellen DeGeneres show. She released this statement earlier today.
As if Twitch's death wasn't troubling enough, attention quickly shifted to another tragic figure tied to Ellen, Anne Heche. Months before Twitch died, Anne passed away following a horrific accident. Prior to her death, she had made statements accusing Ellen of manipulation, control, and ruthless ambition. Anne claimed she tried to expose truths that powerful people didn't want revealed. Her death, ruled an accident, came shortly after those statements gained traction. While authorities found no wrongdoing, the timing unsettled many observers. 2 people connected. When Todrick Hall spoke publicly about Twitch, his words added gasoline to an already raging fire. He described unbearable pressure, backlash, and the emotional toll of standing by Ellen after her toxic workplace accusations surfaced. According to Todrick, Twitch felt caught in the crossfire, criticized for loyalty, questioned for silence, and judged for association. Though Todrick later clarified his statements, the damage was done. His comments implied that Twitch was dealing with far more than fans realized. Some interpreted his words as accidental confirmation that behind-the-scenes tension with Ellen existed. Others accused him of speculation. Either way, the narrative shifted. Twitch was no longer just a victim of personal struggles. He became a symbol of what happens when someone stands too close to controversy without protection. In the aftermath, attention turned to Twitch's wife, Allison. Her decisions were swift and practical, selling their home, relocating, filing legal petitions regarding his estate. To some, these were the actions of a mother protecting her children. To others, they felt rushed, even fearful. Online speculation suggested she may know more than she's saying, choosing silence for safety rather than secrecy. Whether fair or not, her actions became part of the story. And that's the most disturbing part of all. No matter where the truth lies, speculation has taken over the narrative. What remains is a haunting question. Was this simply a tragic loss or the result of pressures that no one was ever meant to survive?